Hello, hello, and welcome to the garage for today's Deep Fit arms and abs. We are still in week 6, and we've got a pretty simple, straightforward set coming at us today. I have a set of 20s, a set of 8s, and a set of 12s, and we're going to go ahead and get warmed up. So let's start hands and knees. Go ahead and drop into your tabletop position, just hands and knees, your quadruped on the ground. Spread your fingertips nice and wide, pushing into your thumb and first finger. Just feel good contact in the knuckles, the fingertips, evenly spread out. And then we're going to go ahead and start with our cat-cow. So I'm going to just start kind of easy does it. I actually put quite a lot of work and load on my thoracic spine a few days ago, and it's chirping at me. So I'm still going to work, still going to go after it, but I'm just going to be cautious, going to be careful, going to listen to the body. So you feel free to push as much into your rounding and opening, whatever your body feels good with. All right, we're going to take a full circle around the wrists, hinge all the way back through those hips, the knees. I'm going to get that breath going nice and deep. I hope that you are finding time to get your breath work done throughout the week, throughout the day. Circle the other way. It has definitely been something that I have had to force to carve out time for. Make sure I do, but I find that once I do it, I am already feeling those benefits. All right, go ahead and stop there. Keep your shoulders still, and we're going to let the hips swing out to the left and the right. You may be feeling a little bit of soreness in your medius, glute medius from our band work yesterday that we did on the legs. So we'll get that loosened up as well. All right, let's give those forearms a little bit more love, the wrists too. So bring your shoulders all the way forward. Make sure that you have a gentle contraction through the abdomen here. Sliding those shoulder blades down, keeping your hips and shoulders lined up, bringing your shoulders forward. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the hands back, flip them around, fingertips face the knees. Bend one elbow, then the other, one elbow, then the other. Beautiful. And we're going to switch all the way around, pulling the palms so that they point up at your armpits. Let your elbows rotate out, and then in, out, and in, and in. All right, sit up, shake out the hands. We're going to take a little bit more stretch, and then we're going to get rolling. Bring your right arm up and over. Your left fingertips are on the ground. Left arm up and over. Right fingertips on the ground. Work with your breath. Reach and stretch. All right, so we're going to go back to our hands and knees, and we're going to start with a transverse drop. Okay, this is a self-flexion movement. This is super duper important to be able to find your transverse abdominis. So the transverse abdominis are on the side front of your abdomen, so not the rectus abdominis in the middle or the obliques, deep inside. And this is something that's really important to find if you ever struggle with low back pain, hip pain, anything like that. Really getting into the deep recesses of the core is finding those transverse abdominis. So all we do is press into the hands, have those knees on the ground, and then slowly contract, starting with our pelvic floor and tightening through the transverse abdominis and holding. So you are trying to build a ton of heat in your abdomen without moving anything. We're not rounding the back. We're not sagging the back. We're just holding. It should be difficult to take a complete breath of air. You want to get your pelvic floor involved. Those deep interior muscles, super duper focus, super duper important. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, flip over onto your back. It's a good way to check in, see how that self-flexion is going. We are just going into concentrated crunches. We're going to do an entire 20 of them. So elbows open out nice and wide. This is a great stretch for your chest as well. There's one. Exhale. As you lift, make sure that you're still trying to grab those deep interior muscles. So the ones that we just found, We want to try to scoop through the belly as we lift. We want to try to hold flexion and contraction on the core as we lower. So we're never relaxing. Your job here is to see how heated you can get your belly, how heated and flexed you can grab through that abdomen. This is 11. The hands are there to really rest your head into. We're not pulling on the head at all. They're just there for support. I really like to fully interlock my fingertips so that the head is resting. All right, I'm feeling that burn. I hope you are too. Last 5, scoop and flex. We're going to go into skull crushers from here. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to use my single 20-pound dumbbell, and we're going to do 20 reps. If you would like, you can push your hips up into a glute bridge, add in a little glutes along the way. All right, remember, we want the weight to come right to our hairline, so we're not putting the weight behind the head. Unless you have super long forearms, most of the time our kind of line up, our body alignment, our body makeup makes it so that once the elbows are right over the shoulders, that weight will come right to the hairline, not behind, because we don't want those upper arms to be moving anywhere. All right, there's our first 10. We have 10 more to go. We're staying relaxed through the neck. We're punching through those triceps. Make sure that you're feeling both directions of the move. So as the weight drops to the head, that's your eccentric motion. It's lengthening the tricep. And then we're contracting to press back up, but we want to feel both directions. Get your back involved, the upper back, that shoulder girdle area to support your shoulders. And that should put less pressure on your elbows as well. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we get to come up off the ground. You can try to get up without your hands again if you would like. Why not? All right, we're going to do a 2-part curl. So we're just going to come halfway up, drop the weights all the way down, and then come all the way up. All right, elbows squeeze in tight. We're going to go 10 reps, but it's going to end up being 20 curls. So drop and then lift all the way down. Lots of control, half, drop, full, drop. We still want to keep the elbows right at the sides, right under those shoulders. There it is. Make sure you find your stance. Knees stay soft, toes are relaxed, belly's pulled strong, pelvis is neutral to the ground and your shoulders. Burning those triceps, you're doing great. There's 7, 8. Keeping that chest lifted. Make sure as you drop, the chest does not drop. And 10. All right, little shake. Grab your hands behind the back. Open those hands off your hips. All right, we're going to do a side raise for the shoulders. I'm going to drop down to my 8. And we're going to stick with those 20 reps. A little more volume today. So again, pinching those shoulder blades together, having that solid stance in the legs. I like to pretend like I'm popping a balloon between my elbows and rib cage as the arms come down. So again, we're working that eccentric motion, that getting back to the start. Open the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades. 13, 14, 17, 18. Getting those shoulders. Beautiful. Alrighty. Now we're going to go into our overhead tricep extensions. Getting those triceps again. I always kind of I like putting a little more work into my triceps. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but As the years go by, it seems like the back side of that upper arm likes to get a little saggy. So, combating that. Find the flexion and support in your upper back. Squeeze those elbows in. Keep your neck out of it. Build that burn. Again, trying to keep that upper body super still, super stable. There's 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome. Whew. All right, we're going to do an underhand lift, a underhand raise, and then a fly. So we're just going to do 10 reps here. Go underhand with your lighter weights. Bring your arms up to shoulder height. We're going to open out wide, back to the middle, and drop. Shoulders back and down. So we're going to get that external rotation in the shoulders. Lift, fly, bring it back, and drop. Lift, fly, bring it back, dropped. Here we go. Feeling the work. Upper back supporting those shoulders. Back into those biceps. Yes. Lots of shoulders here. 5 to go. Core for support. Stay out of your neck. 3. Keep those wrists strong. 2. Rolling those shoulders back. Woo. And 1. Good job. All right. Finishing the set with 50 jumping jacks. Just a little shake out. Those arms flush. Pop our heart rate up just a teeny bit. Halfway. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right. Face the ground. Right arm forward, left arm slides under. Get that stretch to the outside of the shoulder. And then the other way. Just threading that needle. Perfect. All right, we are going to go back into that transverse draw. Re-engage. Find traction. This is only as flexed and tough as you make it. I find that these positions where the body could support itself without the core, but we force the core to grab. It's a great way to build that core awareness. 3, 2, and 1. All right, to our crunches. Interlace those hands, elbows open wide. Enjoy that stretch through the chest, all the way to 20, keeping that flexion just like we did with our transverse draw. Same thing here. It's about how much you're flexing. So we're getting into that rectus abdominis now, so the topical muscles, abs in the front, but we're keeping those deep muscles flexed as well. All the way around, sides, the low back. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, big flexion. You're only using that core to pull yourself up. 1. All right, we get our skull crushers. Back to those triceps. Your butt's up if you would like. Make sure the core stays strong. 2, feel those triceps flex. 4. Both directions of the move, remember, working it. Building the back side of that upper arm. Little bit of a different feel on those triceps this direction than when we're standing. Fun to notice, just fun to see how we can connect and contract and grab differently through those muscles. Obviously, the triceps have those 3 muscle heads. 2 and 1. All right, let's see if we can get up here. Whoa. Lovely. All right, we got our 2-part curl, halfway up, and then all the way up. Shoulders backing down, belly super firm. Oops, I forgot my halfway. There we go. Keeping those wrists strong, strong, strong. Belly button pulled back just a bit. 6. 8. 9. And 10. Awesome job. All right, give those arms a little stretch, and then we're going to get our side raise. Elbows at that 90-degree angle, keeping good posture. So really feel what the legs are doing in space, how the core is helping support the back, and then the back supports the shoulders. Elbows come up to shoulder height. Those hands stay pretty much more at chest height. Keeping your elbows in that 90-degree angle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I love that muscle burn. Okay, we're going to get that overhead triceps first, then that underhand lift. That one was a struggle for me, for sure. All right, here we go. Back to 20. Squeezing those elbows in. 5. Find those triceps. Tuck your belly button back. Feel those shoulder blades slide down. 17, don't get sloppy. And 20. Whee! All right, maybe a quick little tricep stretch. Now we'll get that underhand fly. We'll lift it up straight in front and then fly out to the side. Shoulder blades back and down. Bring them up, bring them out, back together, drop. Four, keeping that chest tall. 5. Tucking those wrists in. Ooh, that left side's feeling the work. 8. 9. And 10. Oh, Nicely done. Okay, jumping jacks. Here we go. Keep that core strong. Last 10. Time. All right, let's hit that last set through. Bringing it back. Get that stretch to the outside of the shoulder. Threading that needle. Sit on your heels real quick. Grab your hands. Open through the chest. Stretching those shoulders. Okay, we're going to grab that transverse draw again. It's only work if you make it work. As you exhale, just feel everything contract and compress. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right. Especially on that exhale. You super feel it. Okie dokie. 20 crunches. I think crunches are also just so good for helping build that awareness of the core, keeping the work, or learning to keep the work out of the neck, keeping the ability to flex and contract all the way around that abdomen, so the sides, the back. Feel it all. Dig into all of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab your skull crusher weight. Lift the hips if you'd like. 20 reps here. Stay out of your neck. Feel the back. Stay helpful, focused, supportive. And then get into those triceps. See if you can feel those elbows stay right on top of the shoulders. Get those glutes and hamstrings burning a little bit more here. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, coming up, we're going to get our 2-part curl. Again, wrists are strong, shoulders back and down, halfway, and full. 2, 3. Charge of that stance, your hips, shoulders, elbows staying tight, keep them tight, right under the shoulders. 8, 9, control that drop. See if you can keep the chest lifted, wrists strong. 10. Definitely a little extra when you do that little halfway start. Okay, side raises. Pack into that back. Feeling that core. Ground through the feet. Feel the back get into the move as well. How those shoulder blades rotate a little bit. Can you find those transverse muscles again, just like we did from the floor? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, overhead triceps. Hui. Alrighty. If you like to do a split stance, sometimes I like to go into that split stance. Make sure you're switching which leg is forward. Eleven. Feel those shoulder blades set in again. Making sure your knees are soft, the hips stay level, body stays still. 18, 19, 20. Woo! All right. We're going to have that super fun reverse lift and fly. All right. We got to keep those wrists strong. I was losing my wrists last time. Up and open. Ah! 4. 6. Holy smokes. I'm going to eke it out. 7. I'm not flying as wide, but that's okay. 8. No unhealthy pressure on the shoulders. 9. 10. All right. Get those jumping jacks. Hit them nice and quick. Eight, 49, 50. Woo. All right. Bring those arms up overhead. Pull to one side and the other. Beautiful job. All right. Settle down. Back into that child's pose. We're going to get our triceps here. So bring your hands together in front of you. And then bend at the elbows. Bringing your fingertips down your spine. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that stretch through the triceps. Whew. All right, slowly release there. And then come up onto your knees. Take your left hand behind the back with your right. Pull to the side, open the chest, slide the shoulder blade down. Then bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Still pushing your right shoulder down, away from the ear. And then grab your right hand, pull to the left hip. Open through the front of the shoulder. Bring your left ear to the left shoulder. All right. Fingertips are going to face towards your knees. Stretching those forearms again. Sit back easy, just as far as works for you. Making sure to stretch those forearms and wrists a lot. You don't want to aggravate the elbows. It can be easy. It can be a tendency to get tendonitis in the elbows. All right, let's go ahead and bring our right leg forward into a pigeon. Elbows down if you can. Kind of find a little bit of a pressure into those forearms and then pull forward a little bit. So sliding those shoulder blades down. Take your head side to side again. Just keep stretch on that neck. Unfortunately, it ends up looking down a lot throughout the day at a phone or whatever else. So we need to get it rotated and staying happy and healthy. Take a deep inhale. And then an exhale, we'll push ourselves up and switch to the other side. Now that left leg's forward. Remember, we want the pelvis to be squared off to the ground. Elbows down, kind of find some traction. Go back into that neck. Tuck your chin in and just pull the back of the head back and then rotate from there. Like you're trying to make a double chin. All right, we're going to finish off with downward facing dog. It's a great way to extend into those shoulder blades, getting the shoulders overhead. Relax the neck, feel the elbows pull back toward the toes, follow or hollow out your armpits. Grab tight through the belly, make sure you're not letting that low back sag. And then walk yourself back to your feet. All right, fantastic job. Straightforward, good set of arms. I'll see you again tomorrow.